Right out of the gate for us, though, the great start for the Miami Heat, who've proven they can play with 1, 2, or all of their big 3. Saturday, D-Wade unavailable, foot injury. Bosh and LeBron active and, well, very active in LeBron's case.
Staying in the paint.
Particularly early on. Norris Cole, the rebound here. Noko gets it moving, and it's the king on the business end of the break for the lay-in. He was perfect in the first quarter.
Well, it's great high-end, should I say, eye-hand coordination there with LeBron. Easy layup, coach.
Eye, hand-eye, whichever.
Yes.
Udonis has him with a rebound. It's you-know-who once again. D-Wade comfortably on the bench.
Yeah, and 34-11 fast break points favor the Heat.
Second quarter, Nets in transition now. Chris Humphries for the dunk. 25 points on a career-high 21 field goal attempts. He also pulled down 12 boards. They're within 12. James Jones benefits in the transition game this time with the jumper. Miami out by 17, and then it's, well, there he is again.
Yep. Sweet spot. Knock it down.
Third quarter, Darren Williams pretending he's in the NFL playoffs.
He thought Anthony Marr was running a straight go when instead of a post.
Well, he had a great receiver in the building.
That's who he was throwing to. Okay.
Unfortunately, he was not in bounds or on the team. D-Will, this works a little better. The 3 goes, 10 points, 10 assists, but just 4 of 16 from the field on the night. James, he's whirling, he's spinning, he's
swimming,
maybe traveling.
Dancing a little bit.
Doing a lot of tweets. There's a lot of stuff going on.
Playing in the lane, which is something they wanted him to do.
That's right.
They're up by 17 at that point to the fourth. Udonis saves it. It's Cole to Chris Bosh and 1.
Chris Bosh is going to get the award for most theatrics after the dunk.
Yes, and 1.
Is that an official award? He had 16 and 5 on the night. Terrell Harris gets his own rebounds, finds Bosh there for the dunk. Again, a 16-point lead. Then it's Mario Chalmers to LeBron. 32 points, 7 boards, 9 assists, 11 of 17 from the field, and the Heat win it by 11. The Nets were never in it, never had Mehmet Okur to help out. He sat out with back spasms. James recorded his 6th straight road game of 30 points or more going back to last season. That extends his franchise record and seemed to enjoy himself doing it.
It's a good step for us. We got to continue to play good on the road. We're going to always go into a hostile environment. But it starts with our defense, and then everything else will fall into place.
And that defense led to a lot of fast breaks. And you were flying through the air and enjoying it. Beautiful pose down here for everybody. How fun was it out there tonight?
It feels good to be back. After taking the 1 game off, I was able to get back healthy. It was good to be back out there with your teammates.
You 100%?
I'm almost there.
It looked like it. One last thing. Obviously, Dwayne is going to get a little more time and be able to get himself ready.
Well, this guy?
That gentleman right there who's holding your shoes. Is this a new gig, Dwayne?
Yeah, I ain't got nothing else to do, so I'm holding shoes for him. Okay. Go ahead, finish.
Okay. So anyway, it's going to be nice, I assume, to get some rest, get a practice in with everybody, and get him back before this trip is over.
Hopefully. We want to get him back, but he knows when he's going to be ready. But, it's a tough road trip for us. We're heading to Golden State on Tuesday. Hopefully he's 100% or close to it. But if not, other guys are going to have to step up like they did so far.
That was Dwayne Wade acting as the planet's most generously compensated valet, by the way. Time for Lose Like a Man, presented by Weight Watchers, and the Nets have the losing part down so far at home. 3 home games, 3 losses by an average of 20-plus per night so far for the Nets. This is a team, again, without Brooks Lopez and just struggling to find the right pieces.
Well, Okur, Damian James, Lopez,
yeah.
And they just got back Humphries and Darren Williams. All those guys have been out. They're snake bitten right there. They just can't get the group together and be healthy for at least 1 game.
As for Miami, we've seen them without the various parts of your ex-bolster. You'd like to have all of your big 3 and everybody else on the roster, but as a coach, is there some benefit to playing those nights without your stars and figuring out what you are?
You have the luxury of having a very deep roster, a very flexible roster in Miami. And because the games are coming the way they're coming, because Eric Spoelstra understands that when it gets down to the end and they get in those playoffs, you're going to need all the bodies healthy and ready to go. So it's a luxury to be able to say, Dwayne, tonight, rest 1 more game, come back the next one. We've got enough weapons here now to handle New Jersey. That's what happened.
What do you feel like you know about the Miami Heat that you weren't sure about when the season began?
The supporting cast. When you look at Norris Cole, they bring in Shane Battier, James Jones shooting the ball very well right now. Coach brought up a great point earlier. They don't have Mike Miller yet from injury, so their bench is shored up. So when everyone gets healthy, you get late in the season, you get ready for the playoffs, they'll be ready to go.
8-1 for the Miami Heat so far. So